A very good evening to all brothers and sisters in the Dhamma. Today is the 7th September 2023, Thursday class. So we'll be continuing our sharing from this book, Straight from the Heart, Unique Dhamma Code by me. So we are at Unique Code 89. So as usual, we'll have our physical puja. Let us gather. Let us develop the faith, Saddha, Virya, and mindfully we shall commence the Puja chanting. Namo 本师释迦牟尼佛。Namo 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 观世音菩萨。Namo 观世音菩萨。Namo 观世音菩萨。นะโมโฟพุทธะนะโมโฟพุทธะนะโมโฟพุทธะอะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธภะคะวะพุทธังภะคะวันตังอะภิวาเทมิตัวกาโตภะคะวะตาธัมโมDhammang namasami Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Sanghang namami Namo tassa bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Buddhaṃ Saranang Gacchāmi Dhammang Saranang Gacchāmi Sanghang Saranang Gacchāmi Dutiyampi Buddhaṃ Saranang Gacchāmi Dutiyampi Dhammang Saranang Gacchāmi Dutiyampi Sanghang Saranang Gacchāmi Tatiyampi Buddhaṃ Saranang Gacchāmi Tatiyampi Dhammang Saranang Gacchāmi Tatiyampi Sanghang Saranang Gacchāmi Pāṇātiپātā Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyāmi Ādinādāna Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyāmi Kāmesu Miccācārā Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyāmi Musāvādā Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyāmi Surameraya Majjapamadatthana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyāmi. Okay, you all can be seated. Turn to page 3 of the Puja chanting book. We shall continue Puja chanting from the Padipa Puja onwards. Ganna sarappa ditena dipena tamadangsina tiloka dipang sambuddhang pujayami tamonudang da sambara yutena Dopenahang sukang hina pujaye pujaniyatang puja bhajana muttamang vanna ganda gunopeta etang kusuma santatin pujayami munindasa Siri pada sarorohe pujemi butang kusumena nena punnena matena cha hotu mokang pupang milayati yata idang me kayo tatayati vinasa bhavang Adivasetu no bante paniyang parikapitang anukampang upadaya patigan hatu mutamang Adivasetu no bante pale parikapitang anukampang upadaya patigan hatu mutamang adivasetu no bante bojanang parikapitang anukampang upadaya patigan hatu mutamang. Now we shall chant the Puja aspiration based on our understanding of the significance of all these puja offerings. Significance of offering of light. May this offering of light to the Buddha brings forth the causes and conditions to illuminate our mind and help arise the needed clarity and understanding to dispel all darkness or ignorance therein. Significance of offering of water. May this offering of pure, clear, cool water lead us to the pure, clear Dhamma that cools and doses all the fires of all defilements within our mind. Significance of offering of incense. May our morality, virtue, and understanding shine forth far and wide, just like the fragrance of this incense, which we are offering to the Blessed One, who is perfect in wisdom and virtue. Significance of offering of fruits. May this offering of fruits remind us of the Dana Parami of generosity and the fruit of our karma, so that we will diligently strive on with heedfulness to attain the path and fruition soon as possible. Significance of offering of flowers. May this constant offering of flowers to the Blessed One strengthen our faith and constantly remind us of the impermanence of this body, so that we will diligently and sincerely strive on to cultivate sila, samadhi, and panya, leading to ultimate liberation, the born-free nibbana, making of oral aspiration. By the power of all these merits born of these offerings, may our spiritual faculties of Sada, Virya, Sati, Samadhi, and Panya be further strengthened until they become balas or powers. Sharing and transfer of merits to all beings. May these merits be shared and transferred to all beings without exception, especially to those who have the condition and affinity to receive them. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, let's pay respect, Triple J. Pedang Pujayami, Dhammang Pujayami, Panghang Puja. Okay, you can be seated. It has been more than a month since we have our last class on the 3rd of August. So now we shall continue from where we stopped. I think the last unit code was 88, so now we'll be starting unit code 89. But before that, we will have off the light so that you can have your half an hour of awareness-based meditation. Develop this inner awareness. Awareness base is very essential for us to have the ability to meditate and to develop the wisdom and the understanding. So awareness-based meditation means we are developing this meditation via mindfulness or awareness. So there is a nature within that is just aware, without words, without thought. We call that the awareness nature. That's why you just aware, finish. Don't try to know. When you try to know, you create thought, you create thinking. Then don't try to do. The doing is always by the thought. Or people call it the thought is the meditator. The thought is the personality, the ego that do things. So when we understand this, we will also come to understand without thought, we are already in that state of awareness. So this silent mind or our awareness nature within is actually our meditative mind and the true mind. Where this awareness nature is without thought. Without thought means without activity of mind, sankhara movement. It's just that nature having the ability to observe, to see things as they are, to insight into phenomena, and to awaken. That's why this is awareness-based meditation. It doesn't involve the thought at all. But the awareness nature can see thought, can experience many things. Where from there, it manifests into thought process, into the aggregates of mind. All of the things we come to perceive, feel, activity of mind, leading to all the mind states, mental activity, mental, what they call emotion, and also our thought movement, including our planning, scheming, the what they call tranquility and stillness of mind. All this, the awareness can be aware. And without this awareness, you cannot develop wisdom and understanding. But this Dhamma, the wisdom that we are trying to realize, is beyond thought, beyond mind. So if the instrument is limited, like the case of the thought process, then how can you realize a state that is beyond thought, beyond mind? Definitely you must move your meditative understanding to the state of awareness where thought is not involved. That's why the first hallmark of Huining is Wu Nian, means no thought. But as a human being, how can we not have thought? Because we have the senses, we have the memory, the brain. Then upon contact, consciousness arises. Then because of our conditioning, views, opinion, memory that we carry in our brain, it will stir the mind. It will create activity of mind. That's how the mundane mind arises. That's how emotion arise. That's how all the activity within life arise. And as a human being, we have the sense bases that can allow us to arise the respective sense or consciousness, to be conscious of life. We are conscious of what we see, what we hear, what we smell, what we taste, what we tactily feel and think. So the whole field of meditation is to understand all these movements via the awareness or mindfulness within. So our training of the mind to be aware within is very important. That's why we call it the awareness-based meditation. So remember the four support that will help you develop this awareness within. The first support is relax, which I think by now most of you would have the understanding. Means you just relax body and mind completely. Feel completely at ease, relax. Means physically, no tension, no stress, nothing to disturb you. Then mentally also, no problem, no issue. That's why you can be in a state of relaxation. So all of your bodily tension, tightness, or stress that you experience, you can relax into it and make yourself feel very comfortable, at ease, completely relaxed. There's nothing to bother you. So after you are able to be relaxed, you have to move on to the second support, which is to maintain awareness. Just aware, finish. Don't try to know, don't try to do anything. Whatever that arises within your sixth sense door, aware, finish. It can be your tactile or image that you see within your what they call seeing consciousness, or hearing vibration that you pick up. And sometimes it can be the smell, the taste. Then you can also experience what they call thought arising, mental thinking, mental images, mental contact through tactile. Then how the mind, mundane mind, arise and stir and create all those movements. When you are mindful, you can see them. That's why the first support is relax, body and mind. Then after that, maintain awareness. Don't try to know, don't try to do it. Just aware, aware, finish, aware, finish. This will help you decondition your heedless thinking. Then your mind will become very quiet. It will slow down. Then suddenly, when it's stable enough, you will experience a sudden shift in your consciousness. It's like you become suddenly very quiet without any thought activity or movement. Then you experience the sudden stillness. Yeah. That is the first glimpse of your true mind. Without thought, who are you? What are you? You can understand after you go through that. So ability to relax, maintain awareness until the mind becomes very quiet is very important. Then the third support is to stabilize this awareness nature within you. Means continue to be aware, mindful, 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 until the mind becomes very quiet, very still, until everything settles down. Then use that awareness within or mindfulness within to develop understanding or to meditate, to insight into phenomena, to observe, to develop the understanding of who are you, what are you, Then through all this observation and understanding, you will come to know how you function as a human being. Then what is this form and mind all about? Beyond this form and mind, is there another nature within that you can realize? Then what happens when all this cease? This is how you develop the understanding through awareness-based meditation. When everything ceases, even your pure awareness also no more, then you will realize the glimpse of Nibbana, the unconditioned. Sometimes it's a glimpse. Sometimes when your wisdom is already more stable, then the condition arises and you can suddenly go into that cessation. You can realize that that will be the most beautiful moment of your life. Where that is what Nibbana is all about. Cessation of form and mind. Ultimately, everything ceases, even the pure awareness. The sati within, it also ceases. Then that nature completely you cannot talk about. Where is the unconditioned? But when you come out of it, you will start to understand how creation come to be, how the form and mind come to be, how consciousness come to be, and how it settle down within your form and mind or physical body to animate you into a human being. And this is what realization is. Okay, with this I will let you meditate on your own. I will set the alarm 30 minutes so that you can continue to train your mind to be aware. For those who already know how to meditate, if your awareness nature is already stabilized, then you continue to stay at the heart area. Again, continue to relax, maintain awareness. Whatever arises, maintain awareness. Relax into it. Then everything will fall into place. Okay, now I let you meditate on your own. You can slowly, mindfully come out of the meditation. Try to maintain whatever inner awareness, inner mindfulness, and inner peace for as long as you can. These are the mind state that you need to use throughout your daily life. And this is what awareness-based daily mindfulness is all about. When you can be ever mindful throughout the day, then you are heedful. Apart from being mindful, fully aware, you also need to have this ability to develop the understanding which we call meditation. So heedfulness, the full definition is when you are constantly meditative and ever mindful, which is Dhammapada verse 23. Under Dhammapada verse 23, you can be in this state of constantly meditative, ever mindful. You can hold on to these two states steadfastly, then you are being heedful. So people who are heedful, according to Dhammapada verse 23, they will realize the born-free Nibbana, cessation of form and mind. So that is the reason why we need to be heedful throughout the day. First, train your mind to be mindful, stabilize it. so that the mindfulness, the awareness within is very stable. Then when you stabilize it, it becomes ever mindful. Then use that to meditate, to observe, to be aware of phenomena, to see things as they are. We are the direct seeing, to insight into phenomena and to awaken. When you can insight into phenomena means you can awaken to the universal characteristics of anicca, dukkha, anatta. Okay, with that, we can continue with the chanting. Turn to page 6 of the chanting book. We will do the invocation to the Devas. Invocation to the Devas. In this universe, in their entirety, let the deities come here. Let them hear the good teachings of the King of Sages, which gives heaven and release, Nibbana. This is the time to listen to the teaching. This is the time to listen to the teaching. This is the time to listen to the teaching. Samanta Chakawalesu Atra Gachantu Devata Saddamang Muni Rajasa Sunantu Sakemokadang Dhammasvanan Kalo Ayang Badanta Dhammasvanan Kalo Ayang Badanta Dhammasvanan Kalo Ayang Badanta Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Iti Peso Bhagava Arahang Samma Sambuddho Vijja Charana Sampanno Sugato Lokavidu Anuttaro Purisa Dhammasarati Satta Deva Manusana Buddho Bhagavati Swakato Bhagavata Namo Sanditiko Akaliko Ipaseko Opanaiko Pajapang Veditapo Vinohiti Supatipanno Bhagavato Sangho Ujupatipanno Bhagavato Sangho Nyaya Patipanno Bhagavato Sangho Sami Patipanno Bhagavato Sangho Yadidang Chatari Purisa Yogani Atta Purisa Pugala Esa Bhagavato Sangho Ahuneyo Dakeneyo Anjali Karaneyo Anuttarang Punyang Ketang Lokasati Sadhu Okay, you all can be seated. Now we'll continue from where we stop. Unique Dhamma code number 89. We are at page 25. In fact, 89 is connected to 88. So 88 we have covered. That's why you look at the whiteboard, we have the whole thing there. So karmically conditioned vehicle and tool, or what we call our five aggregates of form and mind, which is for our case the human being. So under this unique code, it is mentioned that the user of thought and this physical body are very important, because this so-called five aggregates of form and mind is one's karmically conditioned vehicle and tool for us to come to this existential world, to live and experience life to the fullest, to experience the pristine beauty and wonders of life, and to develop the cultivation, fulfill our vows, etc. Then after that, unique code number 89 is to use this form and mind with wisdom to arise the appropriate right thought, right speech, right action, so that we can be a blessing to all and not to be deluded by it. And this is true understanding. So this code, you need to develop the understanding. I will explain it one more time on the whiteboard, like what I have drawn. This is what the five aggregate of form and mind is all about. That's why I put here the five aggregates of form and mind. In our case, is the human being. So this human being, there is a physical body. So this body is equivalent to our vehicle. Wherever we want to go, this body can take us there. That's why I call it the vehicle. Then the mind that is trapped inside is our tool to live life. Through this mind, we can arise the various type of consciousness to be conscious of life. And we can make use of this thought process or consciousness as a tool for us to live life, to experience life, and do whatever we want while existing within this existential world, or what we call the conditioned world. So as a human being, we have a physical body and a mind. So this is equivalent to a vehicle and a tool, like our car. Wherever we want to go, we drive there. So the vehicle will take us wherever we want. That's why the Buddha called it a functional body, or Nimanakaya. So this functional body performs the function of a human being for our case. But for the Buddha, because he has the spiritual nature perfected, so when the spiritual nature, which is Sambhogaya Kaya, come back to him, means underneath the Bodhi tree, when he developed the ability to inherit, means he developed the ability to connect back. And this Sambhogaya Kaya is spiritual perfection of body, come back to him. So together with the Nimanakaya, which is the functional physical body, it animates him into a Dhammakaya, the third body, means the Buddha's Dhammakaya. That's why he can teach the Dhamma. That Dhamma body together with the spiritual perfection or spiritual nature will be able to teach the Dhamma. So this one, the Buddha says, the five degree of form and mind, this is impermanent, not a permanent, unchanging entity. This one is dependent originating. When you meditate with the mindfulness within awareness, you can see them, especially the physical body. You can know. It's only elements, no knowing. How can it be you? That's why physical element goes the way of nature, follow nature's law. That's why the physical body is of the nature to grow old, get sick, and finally die. So whatever that is born will experience old age, sickness, and death. So that is the physical form. That's why it's impermanent, dependent originating condition arising cause of norm. Then likewise, the aggregates of mind is the same. Within the mind, there are four aggregates. He said we can feel, we can perceive, we can become conscious, and we can arise mental activity, mental states, or what we call sankhara activity. So these are the four aggregates of mind, and this is what we can do as a human being. Means to understand the mind, we ask ourselves, what can our mind do? Our mind can manifest the four aggregates, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. And because of that, if you meditate on it, you realize these five aggregates, they keep on arising within your form and mind and pass away. So if they keep on arising and pass away, then it also exhibits the characteristics of impermanent, dependent originating. Then because of that, how can it be you? How can it be a permanent, unchanging entity? So if it's not utter, then why did it arise in you if it's not you? So we can, in the meditative state, when feeling arises, be aware. When feeling has become pleasant and unpleasant, we also develop the awareness. Then it is also the same for pleasant and unpleasant sense experience or feeling. So these are what we call the duality, like and dislike, pleasant and unpleasant. So that feeling come and go. We didn't die. Feeling arise and it can change. It can become positive feeling or negative feeling. Then when positive feeling has disappeared, did you die? You didn't die. Similarly, when negative feeling disappeared, you didn't die. So if feeling come and go, you didn't die, how can feeling be you? That's why the characteristics within the aggregates of mind, you can see them. They are of the nature to arise and pass away, means they are dependent, originating, condition arising, causal. That's why it's impermanent. If it's impermanent, it's not a permanent, unchanging entity. You cannot cling, you cannot hold. Then we come to investigate the other aggregate. Perception also same. Come and go, you didn't die. Sankhara activity also same. Mental state also arise and pass away. Come and go, you didn't die. Consciousness also same. Arise and pass away. You didn't die. So if all these five aggregates are all impermanent, leads to suffering, not a permanent, unchanging entity, then who are you? What are you? If they are not you, then who are you? What are you? Apart from these five aggregates, is there another nature within that is not of the condition arising nature? Is there a nature that is already there before the arising of all this? So all this is what mindfulness or awareness-based meditation is capable of understanding. Then the Buddha said, this five aggregate of form and mind, even though it's not you, but it is subject to karma because it's karmically conditioned out for you to come to this existential world. That's why from the karmic nature, it conditions a form and mind. And this one can happen in two ways. One way is when you are born into this world with avijja, as a normal putujana, before you have the wisdom, the enlightenment, the awakening. When you pass away with ignorance. So ignorant condition rebirth consciousness. But you need a karmic nature to give it the condition to transform you into a form and mind. So that form and mind can be any within the 31 plane of existence. As a human being, is what we are now. But you can also take birth in all the other realms. So all this is what this form and mind is all about. So this one is subject to karma. You must understand this. And this one is not you because it is impermanent, not a permanent unchanging entity. You cling onto it, grasp onto it, and want it to follow you, or want things your way, which is not nature's way, then suffering will arise. And because it's impermanent, it is not a permanent unchanging entity. That's why we call it anatta nature, non-self, not no self, non-self. And not self because it's not a permanent unchanging entity where you can hold on to, cling on to, grasp on to and say, this is me, this is I. Therefore, all this can be mine. No such thing. But this one, when you meditate on it, you will come to know this is not what you think. So this is for us to come to this existential world to live life. That's why here the conditioned world, the existential world. This is where the five aggregate is. So from the source, the first thing to arise is a pure awareness. And this pure awareness that nature is within the form and mind. That's why when we come through karmic birth, we already have the nature within. But we need to meditate with this form and mind to locate the gateway, to develop the awareness nature within, so that we know there's another nature beyond the form and mind that can enable us to meditate to develop all the wisdom and the understanding, so that we will know what this form and mind is all about and what this phenomenal world of consciousness and form is all about. So all this is what meditation is. The whole understanding has to be developed and evolved. And in order to let you understand better, I have written here, the pure awareness is your true mind, your silent mind, your meditative mind. Whereas these five aggregate of form and mind, the mental aspect, the second aspect, the thought, this one is the mundane mind, which is the thinking mind. Or sometime before you become enlightened, they say the heedless thinking mind. So this one is dependent originating, condition arising, causal phenomenon. That's why in the Diamond Sutta, the Mahayana teaching, is always mentioned the form of the famous stanza within the condition world. 一切有为法 means condition world is developed out of conditioned Dhamma. So if it's conditioned Dhamma, means it's all impermanent, dependent originating, condition arising, causal phenomenon. So all this understanding will be there. Then when you have the insight developed, the wisdom, the understanding, then the second stanza, 一切有为法，如梦幻泡影, you will understand. Because it's conditioned world, conditioned Dhamma. Everything is just conditioned Dhamma. Then it's not a reality. It is dreamlike, 如梦幻 illusion, illusionary. Pao is like a bubble pop gone. Yin is like the shadow following you. So this conditioned world is empty, not a reality. It's only all the condition evolving, moving. As I like my teacher say, only mighty nature rolling by. So condition arising in Dhamma got no reality. That's why I always call it the empty nature or existence. No reality. Empty nature or existence. I better write it down. Means no reality. So this one is very important. You must understand this. Empty nature or existence, where is a phenomenal condition arising world, causal phenomenon. That's why within this world is all conditioned dependent originating condition. That's why he teaches, the Buddha teaches a law of dependent origination. Every phenomena you come to experience within the conditioned world is all dependent originating. That's why the law of paticca samuppada, which is the law of dependent origination, is very powerful. And the Buddha from there teaches all the wisdom because it is a condition arising world, dependent originating, condition arising. That's why he said, whatever that arises, there are causes and conditions behind. And there is wisdom. Now can you follow? So if whatever that arise, there are causes and conditions, means whatever happened within the moment, that is the reality. Understand? That reality means conditions set, thing is just the way it is, cannot be otherwise. If one thing your way, which is not nature's way, following the nature's condition, then suffering will arise. That's why the universal characteristics are impermanent. When you understand, it will lead to suffering. Impermanent in the sense that there are laws that govern life and existence. And these are the laws that actually manifest, evolving, creating the conditional. We have the law of karma, the law of what they call mind. Then we have the law of truth. And these three are the spiritual law operating. Then we also have the scientific law, the physical law of nature, the biological order. All these five are the pancha niyamas, the great order of nature that governs life and existence and created this phenomenal. That's why these are the boundary conditions already set inside. So because there are this nature's law, the phenomenal will evolve and move in accordance with that. But they all interplay. That's why mind or consciousness, the law of mind, actually affect a lot of things. So the phenomenal world not only have mind and consciousness, it also has the physical elements, the planets, all those. So all this is what Dhamma is, the entire existence within our phenomenal world. This is what the universe is, continuously evolving, following all this nature's law, the pancha niyamas. So understanding all this is what the unique code is telling you. This one you have to know is not you, but is part of your karmic nature. This one is connected to you through the karmic nature. That's why from the karmic nature, to come to this existential world, phenomenal world, you need a form and mind. That's why this one is generated through coming, for you to come. Every life you come, you have one segment of this. So over the eons and eons and eons of birth and death, which one is you? None of them are you. That's why it's anatta, non-self. This one is just a vehicle and a tool, not what you think. But this one is subject to karma. That's why you have to do your duty. You cannot simply behave. You cannot simply do what you like. And to really live life, you have to understand all this. Then when you know this is subject to karma, then you have to follow the advice of the Buddha to avoid all evil, do good, and purify the mind so that your karmic nature is taken care of. Otherwise, this one is the one that make you miserable. Yeah, the Buddha, through his understanding after his perfection, he said, we are all living beings, not only human beings, born of our karma, heir to our karma, conditioned and supported by our karma. And we are what we are because of karma. If karma plays such a great role in your life, what must you do? You have to take care of karma. And how do we take care of karma? You have to avoid all evil, do good, purify the mind, so that this will develop a good karmic nature. Then after that, the last advice is to purify the mind, to meditate with awareness, to develop the wisdom, the understanding from this triangle. This is the Trinity triangle for you to develop the cultivation. So initially from the source or the oneness nature, or what we call the Buddha nature, or whatever you call it, this is our true nature. From there, the first thing to come out is the pure awareness or pure consciousness. That's why this pure awareness or pure consciousness is a seed up there. So from here, you go this direction to the senses, the physical body, form and mind, then you create mundane living. Yeah, this is where the five aggregate of form and mind is, the phenomenal world of consciousness. But if you meditate with awareness-based meditation, you go this direction. You use the pure awareness to see things as they are, to insight into phenomena, to awaken, to realize the truth, then to realize the Dhamma behind all this. Then once you have the wisdom developed and connected to the form and mind, then you live what they call the noble life of an enlightened being. And this is the secret of life. When you understand this, you will know how to live. Because when there is wisdom, every moment of sense experience, we have wisdom at the moment of sense experience. Yoniso manasikara. So this is the full picture of the being, of the nature, of the phenomenal, of what life and existence is. Okay? So hopefully this is clear. So that two unique code actually cover a very, very big topic. And to meditate, you need this inner awareness, the pure awareness. You have to start from here, not with the thought. The thought here cannot live life. The thought cannot meditate, sorry. You need thought to live life, but you need wisdom to really understand life and live the noble life. So pure awareness is our true mind. Our true mind is the one that can awaken, that can realize truth, that can see things as they are, that can insight into phenomena and awaken. So without this, you cannot meditate. That's why you cannot go to the thought. Well, here is the thought, the five degree of form and mind, the human being. And this one is the one that created the phenomenal world. And through delusion, you grasp, you cling, you attach, you hold, you create all the suffering, unnecessary suffering and misery. That's why our conditioned world is now in a state of, we call it delusion most of the time. That's why it's very chaotic. Even our planet, a lot of war, a lot of conflict, a lot of misunderstanding, hardly any harmony. Yeah. We may have a lot of what they call government to represent us. We are the various head of state of the countries. But what are they doing? They form all the conference. They talk about economic forum, peace, United Nations, everything. But the more they come together and discuss, because of the delusion, evil root, selfishness, they create more problems, like the trade war, the Ukraine war. And because of what they do, this planet actually undergo a lot of what they call uh, uh, I should say the planet become like affected because the consciousness has become so negative. So like a human being, when your consciousness is so negative, you suffer, your immune system go down, then you start to develop problems. That's why when you develop problem, what happens? Like when you got tumor and all those things, this is what will happen. The planet Earth is like a big, what they call entity. They call it the planetary consciousness. The summation of all the individual consciousness, all the beings that live there, become the planetary consciousness. And if that consciousness is polluted, very negative, what happens is this planet would die, you understand? It become very sick. Then when it start to develop disease, tumor, all those things, what you do? As our human society, we operate in, we cut off the bad one is there. So this one also say, but planet Earth got no doctor to operate on it. So what they do? They create the physical law to move. That's why earthquake, tsunami, war, and wipe you off. And this is what is happening everywhere. So when you understand this, you will understand why we cannot be negative. Why J. Krishnamurti said, for the world to change, the individual must change. If each and every one of us do not change, the summation of this planet's consciousness will never change. You understand? No way. That's why if the individual does not change, the totality cannot change. That's why I said the numbers now, the awakened one, the enlightened one is too small. And the majority of it, like I used to say, maybe the enlightened beings that have all this understanding and cultivation, they are only 0.000001 out of the 6-7 billion. Maybe less than 10,000 or 1,000. I mean, the normal sainthood way will be more. But the real understanding is actually very, very small number. So when this is the situation, then all this will evolve and move the way it is. Like today, I remember this Queenie came to my house, and she, I think, offered me something from the. He went to Bangkok. The other son was there, and then she has another daughter who do this direct selling. So she was very kind. She wants to offer me something which is useful. Yeah, I mean towards the help side and all those things. Then I told her Sadhu. Then I wanted her to like benefit from all this because she purposely come to my house, pay respect to the altar, do the chanting, then make the offering. Then yesterday, no, 2 days earlier, attended the Tuesday class. So I told her about the retreat. And she said, yeah, but I want to come and apologize. I cannot attend because I was committed to another, don't know what. It could be a retreat also, I don't know. So he said he can't. Then he already signed up and all. I said, never mind, don't worry. I said, most important thing is you have the understanding and you are happy and you are peaceful. So what happened was she said, yeah, but I'm very happy. I helping people, I giving all. Then after that, you know what she said? She said, what you think? He said, Japan, Fukushima, releasing the radioactive water, so much of it into the ocean. What do you think? Then I look at her. I say, I thought you say you are very happy, very peaceful, and very joyful. How come you entangle yourself with all this? But this is what the phenomenal world is. I say, don't try to get involved or get yourself entangled with all this. These are heedless people, gossiping and all those things. Why you want to go that way? When you heedful, when you have the Dhamma, you will know this is the way things are. Condition like that, things will be like that. Living beings are just the way they are. The Japanese is also human being. They are just the way they are. When it favors them, they also have self-interest. They will do the thing that they want to do. You can complain, you can do what you like, but they will still do. So these are the causes and conditions behind. Then after that, I thought no more already. I said, you know what the answer was? I said, yeah, brother Teo, I think you are right. Don't bother. Don't want to involve. I said, not like that. The Dhamma is not like that. You have to see things as they are, develop the Dhamma understanding, and have the understanding to accept them for what they are. Understand or not? Not to say like, bo chap, understand or not? I said, when you don't have the understanding, you will interpret what I said. Hey, brother Teo said, don't get involved. No, don't simply keep or you are not meaningful. Completely cannot understand. Then I almost spent half an hour explaining to her about awareness, all things, how to meditate. I said, otherwise you continue the thought base, you cannot understand what I say. Then later on, before she wanted to go back, she someone told me one, but Teo, I now have another problem. I said, what? This is my 3 children cannot come to terms with it. Everyone complaining that like didn't see eye to eye. Then I talk about the dog and all those things. Oh, a lot of things. Then I said, just now I already told you, accept them for what they are. Now, because you are attached, you think it's your daughter, you think it's your son, you think it's your children, then all this is what the phenomenal world Sankara is all about. When your Sankara start to move, this is what suffering is. And you tell me, I'm very happy, I'm very peaceful. But the next moment, I say, you still don't have the understanding. You still attack, you still click. And when you look at the phenomenal world, to a living being who are healers without the Dhamma, it's like very real. Do you know that? The form and mind is so real. How can it not be you? They will tell you, you must be mad. You must be. This is me. I got feeling. I got my own emotion. And I do what I want to do. And you say, this is not me. What the hell are you trying to tell me? This is what the world experiences. Because to them, this is so real. The form and mind, the personality, the ego, the psychology, the grasp and cling. Not only to the 5 area, the phenomenal world as well. Through what? Through their consciousness, through their seeing, hearing, smell, taste, tactile, and thought process. And this is what the meditative training is. Mindfulness of the 6 internal sense bases and the 6 external sense bases. To see all these 18 sense line, paticca samuppada, how you function as a human, how you get yourself entangled into the phenomenal world, how you grasp at the entity which you think is real, is you, is permanent. Empty nature or existence, they cannot see, they cannot understand. I say the right understanding is when you understand, you can accept things as they are, like exactly like the Buddha said. You can see things as they are and be at peace with everything. Yeah, everything is just the way it is. Conditioned like that, things will be like that. Living being is the way they are. Deluded one, do deluded thing. Selfish one, do selfish thing. Emotional one, do emotional thing. So This is what the conditioned world is all about. This is what conditioned Dhamma is all. When you understand, you free, you break free. You develop the wisdom to come to accept everything the way it is. That's why the Buddha says, see things as they are. Not what your brain, your memory, your views or opinion perceive it and make out of it. So this is the teaching where you cannot find in other religion. This is what my nature realized. And when you understand this, you become totally different. Then the question is, if you are not this, then who are you? What are you? Are you this? Are you this? No. All these are the understanding that the nature developed. That's why the Buddha says, Sabbe Dhamma Anatta. Not only this on non-self, here also non-self. This is a oneness nature, it's not a being. That's why I told you the pure awareness is not a being. Understand now? You cannot come out and live life, understand now? It's not like this 5 degree of form and mind can come out and experience the conditioned world, the existence. This one is not a being. It's just the awareness nature. No thought, nothing. No being. It cannot come out and live life at itself. But this one is capable of awakening, the direct seeing, insight, wisdom. And when you have this nature, you can understand all this and you can return all this back to the source and cease. And this is what enlightenment is all about. Cessation of form and mind, where the pure awareness will cease and you return to the oneness nature. Okay? Yeah. So hopefully with this explanation, it should be clear right now. Okay? Oh, 9:41 already. Just nice. Okay, I think enough. One could enough. Okay, the next session maybe we shall share unique code 90.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes. Now can
Okay.
hear you. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, just now because I was preparing my earphone so that I can hear clearly
Oh,
and
no
I can
wonder.
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now very
sorry,
clear.
sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was
It's okay.
a bit
Yeah, you can report
because
your
I was a bit
meditation.
far away from the phone. Sorry.
Oh, no wonder. Okay.
Yes, yes. I like to share about my meditation that was happened most recently. Yeah,
Sadhu. Very
sometime
good.
in August. Yeah. Okay, just a minute. Sorry, because I went
Can take your time.
first.
Don't worry.
Brother Teo.
Yes.
But first, before that, I thought Brother Song supposed to share.
Yeah,
Is he
he's not
on?
around because
Oh,
he
he's
is
not around.
flying
Okay,
off
okay.
tomorrow early morning to Chihuahua,
Oh, okay, okay.
together with Alicia, Freddie Dale.
Oh, okay, okay,
So
okay.
he say he need to sleep early. Yeah? Tomorrow
Oh,
very early, Dale.
I see, I see. So I was anticipating to listen to his.
Yeah. He got another part, which is a very big topic. He said he will share when he come back.
Okay,
That one
okay.
is the last and the best.
Okay, okay. Yeah. We wanted to hear his interesting, amazing story.
Retreat, the 1
Yes,
month
yes.
retreat. Yes.
Yes, correct. Okay, so since he's not around, so I'll take this opportunity to share about my meditation. Okay.
Sadhu.
Okay,
Yes.
Sadhu. First of all, thank you, Brother Teo, for all your guidance and teaching that helps me develop a lot of understanding on my meditation as well, and especially this new so-called new experience that I happen to encounter as well.
Sadhu.
Yeah, so it's a kind of like how should I say it? It is totally different from what I usually will. I mean, the mundane mind doesn't know all this. What I'm saying is,
Yes.
it's something different and new again, Brother Teo.
It will continue to evolve. Yes.
Yes. And I'm also a little bit surprised by it because I didn't expect such meditation as well, because
sadhu.
it is a test to me again, Brother Teo.
Oh, very good.
It's a test that I don't even know what is going on in the meditation, until I like, what is this, Brother Teo, I tell you, it's like a heart attack, Brother Teo.
Yeah.
It's like
it's like very amazing. You really amazed by what happened.
It's like I went through a heart attack, Brother Teo.
Yeah. Life and death experience.
Yes. In a meditation, Brother Teo.
Yeah.
Okay, so how should I start? Okay, I started off with a metta meditation first, Brother Teo. I was sitting down for a metta meditation, and I was doing a meditation. Usually when I do a meditation, metta, I will do on myself first,
Yes.
And then after that, I
from
will,
yourself. Yeah.
Yes. I
Then
will
you
do a
read it
very,
out.
yes, then I read it out. So actually, this self-meditation is this metta meditation is very short. I was just trying to relax a little bit, and then I metta. The radiant
Metta is a very good beginning. The mind state can make you very calm, very peaceful.
Yes,
settle
correct.
your mind down.
Correct. So I do it on myself, and then after that I read it out to my husband. Okay.
Yeah.
So I did that because he wasn't feeling well, so I did that for him.
That should be a good way to help him.
Yes.
Let him recover.
Yes. So I did that, but it was a very short one as well. Later I will talk about it. Later on I will talk about after I finish this description of my meditation. So I did that. I settled down, and it was very nice, and I wasn't having any concern about him at all. So I was settled down. Although I do this metta for him, but my mind is peaceful in the sense after the meditation. And then I said, I got some time, in the morning. So I will do a lying down meditation. So I do a lying down meditation. Okay, followed by a lying down meditation. And then when I do the lying down, right, Brother Teo, as what Brother Teo always taught us, I stay at my heart. So this heart is very, very soft because I'm very calm and peaceful, right? So my heart is totally very subtle and soft until
because your sati is already stable. You can just stay there.
Stay there. So stay there, Brother Teo. After very quickly, the heartbeat disappear. The heartbeat disappear.
Sadhu.
Yes. So it disappear, then it just disappear lah. Then after that, nothing happened. It disappear, and then out of a sudden, there's a vision. A vision appeared. This vision appeared that says, that show my heart. Brother Teo. It showed my heart. It showed my heart, and then there is a hole in the heart there. There's a hole in the heart there. So it just gave me this vision, and it stayed there for a while, Brother Teo. Nothing happened, just stay there. Then after that, out of sudden, something strange happened. Something strange happened. I do not know, Brother Teo, have experienced this before or not, but this is my first time I ever experienced it. Like I said, the heart, how do I describe it? The heart, squeeze, and then I don't know whether that is the right word, but it's like a contraction, contraction. From the normal size, it become a smaller size. I can see that. My awareness see that from a smaller size, it contract, become like squeeze. So I mean, the awareness just observe that, right? Observe that. And then when this happened, right, there is a sensation appear, Brother Teo. There's a sensation appear. But there's no reaction whatsoever because it's just witnessing. Just a witnessing, this happened. Okay. So after that, it happened a second time, it has this contraction and squeezing effect again, and the sensation become stronger, Brother Teo. Okay. It becomes stronger. Now I don't explain to you what happened first. After that, the nature, my nature, understood it, Brother Teo. And it
Oh,
knows what
sadhu.
to do, it knows what to do to it, Brother Teo. It knows what to do. So it just relax into it, and then after that, it becomes very, very soothing, very, very soothing.
Wow, sadhu,
Very,
sadhu.
very soothing. And then
Sadhu,
after that,
sadhu.
it dissipates inside, That's it.
Yeah,
That's it inside.
that is what nature is. You don't resist. You have to have the understanding to accept them for what they are. Don't panic. Don't allow the sankhara to arise. Then just relax into it. That's why I've been advising song. Always remember to relax into it. If you don't know how to relax into it, you will get yourself like the test that come, you will not pass. Then you have to go through it many times. So for your case, sadhu to you, you know how to develop the understanding to relax into it. Then the whole thing transform. Then it become very beautiful. Sadhu.
Yes, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So it was just like that, when it happens, like the nature just know what to do.
Yeah.
And it was full of joy looking at it, seeing it, witnessing it. I don't know how to explain this, but this is what happened. It was like, wow, so joyful, I mean, despite that this thing is happening, it's like a heart attack actually, Brother Teo, Yes, it's a heart attack.
For people who don't know, don't understand, they will panic. But for your case, because you have the understanding, your awareness is stable, your understanding is there, there is no fear. Fear means fear of death, fear of heart attack. All those things was not there. Then you just like you say, witnessing. Then when you relax, it ceases. Then it transforms. That is what nature is. Whatever happened to us, relax into it. Don't resist. Don't fight. Means there is tension, there is stress. But I always say, whenever you are not peaceful, not happy, the evil roots are there. Stress is there. Other things are moving inside there. Because it's a conditioned world. So when we understand, for your case is different because you know how to develop the awareness-based meditation and you can go into it and it let you understand, let you see the manifestation. In fact, our heart is the most hardworking organ within our body. It works non-stop since our birth until now. And that one, no holiday. Once you take a holiday, you're gone already. So that one is a very hardworking organ. So you must relax into it, develop the awareness. Then, like you say, the heartbeat also no more, everything disappear. Then that nature manifests. And it's for you to see, for you to understand. So all these are part and parcel of what the meditative process is. When you go through proper awareness-based training and meditation, many things can happen. For your case is maybe for you to understand better and deeper. So yours is you can see the heart there because you have this awareness within that is supposed to let you learn. For my case, I don't go through this type of experience, but I go through different tests. That time I remember when my mindfulness was very stable throughout the day. Then when I was in my meditative lying down posture, it suddenly manifests. I was in a place where it's like a cave. Then there were this pond of water. Then the one that is in front of me is very strange. It's corrosive water, like very high concentration or density type of acid inside there with the bubble, the fume and all those things. But very strange, when I was there. I got no fear, nothing. I just walk inside. I just walk inside. And nothing happened to me. It's for you to understand. You cannot have fear. Then the other one is I told you all before I did that one. I was like, suddenly the mind become like very, I don't know how to describe it like suddenly it shoot up very, very high. That mind to very high altitude. Then suddenly, without warning, it dived down at very high speed. But very strange, because the mindfulness, the awareness, understand there is no fear of death or no. It's just aware with that thing. Relax, aware with the thing. The moment it hit the ground, that mind, that nature emerge, like victorious like that. Means you pass the test. After that, no more such tests. Gone. Means you have the wisdom. You are not deluded by the phenomenal world. All this, what they call corrosive environment, dangerous event, all those things, you no more that delusion that grabs onto the atta, the personality, to develop that type of fear no more. It like confidently. The other one I remember in the early days is like the moment my awareness go in. This one is going into my what they call nature. Means it actually go into my subconscious and the unconscious state. Means it's like I am actually in the altered state now. I'm not in the conscious state now because I was fully aware. Then my mind actually went in. Then you know what happened? When it went in, it's like it manifests into like I am driving now. Inside that mind, I am driving now. Then I felt so sleepy, driving and so sleepy, Then normal people, if you're driving and sleepy, unless you doze off and you make an accident. This one, because I had the awareness and I know I can actually have serious accident because I'm driving also. Then this one lapses into like it want you to go into sleep now. And you know what happened now? Because of my understanding, I'm aware that this is a dream. Understand? This is not reality. This is the altered state of consciousness. I went into the subconscious and the unconscious. Even inside there, I have the understanding and the awareness. That's why I know this one is a manifestation to test me, to let me go through. So what happened is I confidently, aware and be with it. Then again, like the mind that actually hit the ground, emerge victorious. This one also the same now. Instead of accident, nothing. After that, the mind came out full of awareness, brightness, and all things. The true mind came back. Yeah. Means these are all the consciousness, all the mind state. Remember, these three events happened in 1989. Immediately after I developed the understanding, and once I had the understanding, all these tests come. So mine, because I passed those things, that's why I don't have to see things like what you see, the organ, the heart, and all those things. So different people are different project. Anyway, what you go through is good, unique to you. So it's beautiful. Then later, maybe you will understand more. Then many years later, when you go through your cultivation in more, what they call detail, as you evolve more, because like now after about 30 over years, I look back, then I understand these are all the tests and all those things that will happen and unfold. That's why when all this happen, cultivator or the way who has gone through, they will know. Although different people are different, because of your conditioning, your background, everything, then your nature and your condition is like that. That's why you will come through this way. No two person is the same, but whatever manifestation is very different. It's not the normal thought-based type of understanding. It has nothing to do with the thought. It's the awareness that is aware that it has gone into that altered state of consciousness that manifests all this for you to go through to develop the deeper understanding. And all the test is about this form and mind, whether I still have delusion or not, whether I still have fear or not, all those things. The first one is a corrosive acid environment. The moment I passed that one, few days later, the mind that shot up one came. So after I passed, then the third one is the driving one. That I know. You know one, but please, if you are not ready, not in that state, don't try to be a hero. Sometimes you really driving and you sleepy, you go and recall, brother Teo say, hey, silent and just be with it. I tell you, accident. Don't come and see me after that. Because you are not in that state of awareness and conscious, your meditation different. Don't simply go and link the thing. That's why I always warn you all. The word is warn. Don't quote me. Very dangerous if you quote me. Because you don't know what I meant. You don't know what I went through. So all this you need to have the mindfulness, the awareness, and you know. Because for me, I was very sure that I am not driving. This is an altered consciousness that I was in. But it really so real. Like it make you, because that process from that awareness that went into that altered state of subconscious or unconscious. Actually, before is unconscious, the altered state of subconscious. You become like slowly go in one. That is like it appear, manifest like you are driving around. Then that mind so sleepy, like want to doze off and anything can happen. It's like the alter consciousness to test you. So if you cannot have the wisdom and the awareness when it comes, you cannot handle. But for normal people, it's not this type of test. Normal people, you know what they will go through or not. The karmic consciousness before they die. Understand? The karmic consciousness before you die. That karmic thing come. So it depends on what you have done in your life. If you have slaughtered a lot of animals and other things, and then that type of thing will come and haunt you. Then you like become very eerie. You cry like the animal when they are being killed by you. You end up like that. You don't always alter consciousness. Then the fear, the what. Then sometimes you see those deceased relative. Then you like hallucinate inside that. Because the alter consciousness which is karmic, they will haunt you, and because of your karmic, you will be in that state. Then you will be like born after that according to what your vision is. Then of course when you completely die, then different, the consciousness come out and you go through another process. So all this is what the world of consciousness is all about. But when you do the awareness-based meditation, what you go through is different. It's from the awareness state you go in, and you go through all this understanding in a very different manner. So okay, Puja. So this is just to add to your understanding. Anyway, sadhu to you for having the ability to develop the relaxations stage to enable you to pass that test and develop all this understanding. Okay,
Yes,
Puja, you continue.
yes, sadhu.
Sadhu.
Yes, sadhu. Yes, Brother, in fact, put it very, very clearly, how I went through what I went through, whether there was fear, whether there was resistance or not. In fact, there was none of it. I was like, wow, so
Sadhu. That's why you can
joy to
pass.
see, so full of joy to see that, Brother.
Yeah,
And
because
then,
you will know no reality one.
yes. So,
He know you, he know me.
yeah. So
Just
how you put it is
condition.
so beautiful, Brother.
Yeah,
So
so
you put
beautiful.
it
It's
so
very
beautiful,
beautiful.
yeah, so beautiful.
Oh,
That is the way it is, Brother. That
yeah,
you I don't know how to describe this, but your awareness is full of joy, looking at
yes,
this, to
yes.
test
That's why
you,
you
to test you.
emerge victorious. Oh,
Yeah. And
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 you
your
know you have passed.
yes, and you will and when it happened, it was so soothing going into your heart, Brother.
Yeah,
Going within your heart, your nature, that is so soothing, it's
sadhu.
like
Yeah.
you cannot describe it, that the joy,
Correct, correct.
of that peace,
That victorious thing that
Yeah,
I mentioned,
yeah,
you cannot understand on. Because
yes,
that
yes,
thing, oh, you,
yeah,
then you so confident, or you know what
yes.
this thing is, then you know how to be with it. No?
Correct, Brother.
Oh,
It's like somehow you knew what is going on, and you just
yes.
knew how to relax into it. It is a different
Ah,
kind of relaxation that I don't know how to describe, but it just it is very in depth. You just go through it. It is just
yeah,
like soothingly go in, something like
yeah.
that,
You just
yeah.
relax and be with that thing.
Yeah. There's no
Oh,
resistance, no fear, no
no
nothing,
resistance, nothing. Just
Yeah. Just do
go
it.
in.
It's like
Uh,
confidently you do it,
yeah,
You do it.
you
Yes, that's
just
it.
be with it.
Yes, correct.
That thing just happened. That it manifests.
Yes.
Uh,
And then after that, right, very interestingly, so
uh,
it just go in and nothing happened already, right? Nothing happened already, right? So there's nothing going on. And then subsequently, interestingly, the heart came back again, brother. The vision of the
yeah,
heart came back again. Then
sadhu.
it want to test me one more time, brother. But it cannot test, it cannot, why? Because when I see that, wow, it's like want to test me one more time. So I just go with it,
Yeah,
And then
yeah, yeah.
it is not able to manifest, brother.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
never
because you
it's not
have the
able to
understanding
it,
already.
it
Yeah,
cannot manifest out
yeah, 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 yeah.
to make me feel anything at all,
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
after
yeah.
that, it just subside, and suddenly it go back in, brother. It somebody
Sadhu,
go back in.
sadhu.
And then after
Yeah,
that, nothing happened, nothing happened, nothing
yeah, yeah,
happened. It just nothing at all.
yeah, sadhu.
Zero, nothing, zero,
Yeah,
zero. Then after that, very quiet, everything very quiet, brother.
yeah.
Everything very calm and
Uh,
quiet. And because it was very soothing, right? So it's so
mm,
calm, so calm, nothing happened. Just
yeah,
empty, brother. It's totally
yeah,
empty,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then after
That's
that,
why that nature become very different.
yes. So
Mm,
after that, it is just nothing, empty,
mm.
and after a while, I mean, the heartbeat come back again, brother.
Yeah,
The
then you
heartbeat,
become normal again.
yes.
You come
So
out into normal consciousness.
correct, exactly. So the
Mm,
heartbeat come
mm.
back as per normal again,
Yeah,
and then after that you will wake up slowly by yourself,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
something like that. Yes, something
Then
like
when
that.
you recollect, it's still fresh in your memory because
Yes,
you aware of it. You can recollect it. Then you have a lot of joy on. This type of thing also can happen because this is not like the what they call deluded being. When they are in that delusion, the sakayaditi will manifest on. So there will be fear and there will be anxiety and they will try to do things. This one, none of all this at all because of the wisdom and the understanding. It really truly understand the empty nature of existence, anatta nature, non-self nature, he no you, he no me, and just a manifestation. Everything is just dependent, originating, condition, arising. No reality. And that understanding is so deep, so stable. That's why no matter what happens, it can just let things be. And very beautiful. That's why I even reached a stage when I remember at any time that moment the breath can stop. This one, the form and mind don't have any worry that, oh, I haven't informed who and I have nothing. It can just go like that. Because no reality. Whether you inform or you don't inform, is still the conditional one. Still he know you, he know me. That's why everything is just the way it is. Condition like that, it will manifest like that. It meant to be, will be. So all this understanding you will develop, and through all this, what they call stability of understanding and wisdom, you continue to evolve and you continue to become different. And as this phase over, you will move into another phase of cultivation. Then the test no more. And when the test no more, you really move into another phase of cultivation, which is most beautiful. That is the third phase of Dhamma, Pativeda. You live the life of an enlightened being, the awakened being. Then you really can live life to the fullest and all those things, and everything just fall into place. Then nature's phenomenon is just beautiful. Uh, the pristine beauty and wonders of life all starting to appear ahead of us. And many things will unfold and continue. So sadhu, bring about a condition for me to share on this part. Otherwise, there is no condition. Normally, I don't talk about it. So these are the phases that as you go through the awareness-based cultivation, you will be tested and you will go through all this understanding. And the understanding will unfold by itself, like what you have developed. So all these are beautiful sharings, beautiful what they call understanding that other people can learn. Uh, very good, Puja. You can continue.
Yes,
Sadhu.
sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Yeah,
Yes,
sadhu.
I agree with Brother Teo that by sharing this meditation experience, other Kayamitas also can
Yeah, they
understand what is
benefit.
going on. Yeah, will
They will
benefit and
learn.
understand. They will learn,
Yes.
you know, how
Uh,
to relax in meditation. You know, like Brother Teo
yeah,
always
yeah,
emphasize,
yeah.
relaxation is very, very important. You know,
Yes.
yeah.
Number one,
So yes,
relaxation.
yes, yes.
Acceptance leads to ability to let things be. Means relax into it and just let things be. Your thing is just the way it is, not what you think. No reality. Everything is just dependent originating condition arising. All this phenomenal world of consciousness is like the way phenomena evolve and move. Uh, so it appear and manifest under different conditions for different people to go through it. So if you don't have the wisdom and the understanding, you will go through the karmic process. You have the wisdom and the understanding, it will come as a beautiful test. Develop the wisdom further, the understanding further. So all these are all the possible manifestation. Then you will understand deeper and deeper what all this conscious state, unconscious and the subconscious state, all this you will come to know. Where the mind, the consciousness is capable of all this. That's why sometimes in the early days, I remember when we just develop the dream like normal. But as you develop the meditation, the awareness become more stable. You can go into your sleep now and you can see your dream, the subconscious and the unconscious, how they manifest and how they create and all. And sometimes like that dream is not connected on bits and pieces on. Alright, then after that another story. When you are aware inside, you can see all this. Then later on, the awareness becomes so stable that Monday mind collapses. Then all this no more. The gross mind no more. Then different type of movement and transformation, they will arise again. Then as you develop that nature more and more deeply with more and more understanding, the heart there continue to evolve and transform. And every moment, every instant, as you move through that existence, you become different again and you learn different things again. And a lot of these manifestations sometimes very strange. Now it brings me back to another condition. At that time when I was doing the cultivation, I remember it let me go through all the stages of understanding and transformation very fast. Like I breezed through them. Then there was one stage where I want to know or understand about the various rhyme of beings. My awareness took me to those rhymes. That's why I saw all those devas, how they move and how they come together. Initially, it's like one pair. Then after that, they come in group, like what you saw in the book, the Jataka story. Suddenly, a lot of these devas being, they assemble up there. Then suddenly they disperse, very fast they disappear, and all this. Then they are very beautiful, and the color is translucent, so you can see them all. It take you through that rhyme. You will see them. That's what I recall. I went through that phase. I think that lasted for a month or two. It take you to those. These are the higher deva rhymes. So all this, your awareness, your consciousness, it can manifest there and let you see. And that's why I saw all those. Then I came to understand what this thing is. Then I also came to know that what is being drawn in the Jataka story, the book, where in the cover page, I remember last time, they draw a lot of devas up there. Then the Buddha teaching are there. Then the monks. Very true. With this one, they come very fast, they disperse very fast. Oh. And when they move, it's like in space, they travel. And what I saw that rhyme was in pair, very graceful and beautiful, and that fine, very beautiful color, very fine, translucent one. So all this, you will experience them as you go through the cultivation. Because in no condition, I cannot recall. We have so many years, 30 over years, so many things happen. Like in the early years, I remember I tried to tell myself, what must I do? I cannot be recording all this. Even write note also, so much to write. I say, forget about it. You got condition, it will come. No condition, just let it be. So it's like your cultivation is a journey that you go through. Then when you develop that type of cultivation, you go through that type of awareness-based, what they call transformation and understanding, you become very different. So this is so different from the thought-based one, the jhana and energy field and all those things on the nimitta. Nothing to do with all those things. It's completely different. So depend on the path you take. If you take that type of path, psychic and all those things, you will see different things. Then the Mara will come and visit you. Then depend whether you have greed or not. If you got greed, you cannot play out by them. You can be in trouble because of them also. Yeah, I heard some meditator who do all this energy field. They came and share with me and report to me. The first thing they say is, Tio, what you say very true. Energy field cannot play a fool. All this kena left and right. So even in the Jataka story, I think there were some of this story. You remember one of them was Mongalana and Sariputta. Sariputta was meditating there, you remember, in the Jataka story? If I don't remember it wrongly, I think it's correct. Mongalana, he got foremost in psychic, he can see. he able to see. Then suddenly one Mara, oh, this one must be a very naughty one. He go and whack Sariputta. The force he whack on the head, according to Mongalana, sure, big trouble. Then after that, Mongalana was surprised. Sariputta, nothing happened to him. But that non-human, that Mara, very kaulana, he suffered. Like suddenly blasted off. Then Sariputta came out of the meditation, and Mongalana asked him, just now what happened? He said, anything happened? He said, he didn't know. He said that Mara whack you. You're supposed to, the physical, sure, die one. Because the force is so big. But instead, he himself kena kau smash. So Sariputta, nothing happened to him. Then Mongalana jokingly talked to him, said, wow, your samadhi power very good. So all this is also mentioned in the Jataka story. So Sariputta, he doesn't do the energy field one. That's why he cannot get into trouble. But those Mara, he think everybody who sit like that is energy field. So he whack him. But we all lie down one, he won't come and disturb us. Then you sit very straight like a statue, and you better be careful. They pass by, they say, "Wow, this one." They want to, like naughty, want to do something. So if your karmic is such, you can. But this one is the Mara's coming. So he didn't know who that one was. He whack, he can. So all these are actually mentioned inside the Jataka story. So you can learn from all this. But I don't do that type of meditation. So I only heard from what people tell me. It's very strange. I cannot go into that direction. Even this life, when I came initially, I don't know how to meditate, but I straight away develop anapanasati on my own. They teach me rising, falling, or I cannot do. Then I also have nimitta, then I play with it, but I cannot get like entangled in it. Very strange. It's because the nature's past cultivation have all this understanding. That's why later on that mindfulness came in naturally. So all these are the understanding. The Buddha went through different 6 years of self-mortification. He need to experience all this. Otherwise, he cannot understand and share with the people. That's why he went through very severe, what they call what that like very severe type of practice where he don't eat and all austerity. Is it austerity the word? Austere type of practices. He went through until you see in the Jataka story, the book, like skeleton, no flesh at all. Then he almost died. Then he decided to come back and eat again. Then the five ascetic left him, thought he no more serious. So these are the things that happen. And initially, the 6 year, he was under the two teacher, Alara Udaka, doing all the jhana thing, the energy field. So all this, when you read through, you will understand. But it depends on your past. If you like that type of meditation, and that is the tendency you have. This life you come, you will continue to do that one. But don't worry. In between, when you meet somebody who understands, shift over, change over, then you will become different again. Then when you have the understanding, you make your vow, your adhitan, then you straighten your view and you move in the right direction. Okay, sorry, Pochen, you have to summarize. Almost time up already.
Yes, thank you, Varatio. You did a very good explanation. What we need to cultivate, awareness base is really, really beneficial, because it will give us the so-called right understanding, the develop the
clearer
right understanding
understanding.
and wisdom, you know,
Yeah.
and in our cultivation, you know, and then because of what Brother Theo has taught, I mean, us like in this class, I really have a lot of faith, sincerity, and perseverance to walk this way, developing the
Sadhu.
awareness-based meditation, you know,
Sadhu,
to fulfill all my vows like that I make, you know, I
yeah,
make.
yeah.
I also not
Sadhu.
sure whether I make in the past, but in this life I make
Definitely you
several
must
vows,
have
you
made
know, Brother Theo.
before, otherwise you cannot connect so fast.
Yeah,
You
I think
make
so, Brother
before,
Theo.
but you cannot remember because
Yes. I just cannot remember, but I guess my best guess is I have done it before in the past, you
yeah,
know.
definitely.
Yeah. So I'm coming back to develop my cultivation again, you know.
Yeah.
And fortunately I met Brother Theo, you know, and start all over. I mean, I didn't really start lah. I get to start, you know,
Yeah. Because this
as
is
soon as
what you
possible.
wanted actually.
Yeah.
Like this
Yes.
life, after you know already, you become very different, very serious. Then you aditana also.
Yes.
And these are the causes and conditions that in the past your nature have done before. Otherwise, you cannot meet up with my nature and you cannot learn all this so fast because you are in Singapore. I haven't
Yes.
met you at all until you came for the retreat. Then the first few years at the retreat, you were like very new, a lot of things you don't understand. But then the condition arise, you determine. Then that time, blessing in disguise, MCO, you look forward to the retreat, MCO, no retreat. So I share the Heart Sutta for 8 months. That one benefited you. Then you develop the understanding, then you have faith, and you diligently actually do the cultivation. That's how you penetrate. Then you locate your gateway. And I was also quite surprised so fast on your own in Singapore, you're able to do it. That's why all this is
Sadhu.
not by chance. Sadhu,
Yeah,
sadhu.
but what
Uh,
Theo say is very true lah. You have the
uh,
aditan, you know, aditan and
yeah, the
persevere and
aditang.
press on, you know, and do your
Yeah,
homework, and keep doing it, you know, doing it
yes,
correctly, you know, never
yeah,
give up, you know. That is very very important. That what happened to me lah, Brother Theo,
yeah,
that
sadhu.
really what happened to me, you know.
Yeah,
Really
because you know
aditan
how
do
to
it.
contemplate on
Yeah.
death,
Yes,
Marana
correct,
Sati, and all the
correct,
urgency
correct,
of cultivation, and you are not
correct,
young anymore, and you
correct,
want to
correct.
go this way.
Yes,
Then
correct.
all the Heart Sutta quote everything like become very clear to you. Then you have a lot of faith. Then you
Yes,
just follow the instruction, the four support, relax, maintain
yes.
awareness, stabilize it, then stay at the heart. Then it connect.
Yes, correct. Yes,
If you don't have
yes,
your past, all this cannot happen.
yes, correct. Sadhu. So with a good
Sadhu.
teacher that you know, that we listen attentively, you know, and do
Yeah,
our homework
true.
diligently, cultivate.
Listen
Yeah,
attentively and do
yes,
the homework.
yes, yes,
Means
correct,
sincerely with the faith, diligent, cultivate. Don't
correct.
worry about whether you progress or not. When you are sincere with the faith, you just do. It will happen. It will unfold. Because that faith is very important. That sincerity, the perseverance, it will lead to the way. It will unfold naturally.
Yes. It will
Sadhu.
unfold it will unfold naturally, you know, Brother Theo,
Yeah, that
correct.
word is
I mean, you don't
naturally.
even need to think about what is
Yeah,
next I'm
correct.
going to do, what is next I'm going to do next
Yes, no
and
need
next and
one.
next. It just
No need one.
unfold by itself. It just you know, you will, I mean, of course you'll be tested lah, you know, once you, Brother Theo
Yeah.
said,
In between.
yeah, in between you'll be tested, you know, so you'll
Yeah.
be tested. So that is the part that we really have to be very diligent and have faith and sincerity and just keep doing it, you know. Yeah, with faith
Sadhu.
and with understanding, that's the important part, you know. And
Mm.
with the awareness, Brother Theo, what you say is so true, you know. We
Yeah,
will
that
not,
one very important.
the awareness will not allow us to be deluded, you know, with this
Yes.
Sakaya Diti, that
Yeah.
that we cling on to, hold on to this phenomenal world of consciousness.
Sadhu.
Brother Theo, this is so true. What you said, you expressed so well just now. I was full of joy. Thank you, Brother Theo.
Sadhu,
Cảm ơn.
sadhu. We
Amit
rejoice,
Hopo,
can
Brother Theo.
Amitabha.
Sadhu,
Okay, let
sadhu,
us
sadhu.
rejoice with the good sharing by Sister Puja. Sadhu,
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 sadhu.
sadhu.
Okay, thank you. Then we will do the sharing of merits. Akasata cha bhumata devanaga mahindika punyang tang anamoditva chirang rakantu lokasasana Ittavata camehi sampadan punya sampadan sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampati siddhya idang me nyatinang hotu sukhita hontu nyatayo idang me nyatinang hotu sukhita hontu nyatayo Idang me nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo devo satukalena sasa sampati hetu cha Fito bhavatu loko cha Raja bhavatu dhammiko Imina punyang kamena Mame bala samagamo Satang samagamo hotu Yawa nivana patiya Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. Okay, you all can now pay respect mindfully the Lord Buddha, Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, and all the worthy ones. Then we end. Sadhu.